Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Life with Marianne and Joe. In today's episode, I'm continuing my fall 2021 series in the entry foyer, and I'm going to be working on a study in burgundy. Hope you enjoy it. So here I found my inspiration for the entry foyer from Burgundy, France. It is a historical region on the east central area of France, and it is famous for its Burgundy wines and so on. And look at these beautiful colors of fall and the rich Burgundies. How could you not be turned on by color? It's just, I don't know, it just does something for me. It's just so beautiful to see this and to live it and be able to enjoy it. And I hope you enjoy my use of burgundy in the entry foyer. Okay, so we're going to get started on the entry table here, and I've cleaned it off, and it's always best to start with a clean slate. That's the only way I know how to start. And here's an old lamp I found in the garage, and I painted it silver and just highlighted it with black. And I took the shade, I painted the shade black on the outside and a shiny silver on the inside for reflective properties. And here is that old lamp with a new life, and I'm loving it. Next, I added this big picture to infuse my burgundy, and this is, you can see it's really big. Next, I added in these two candle holders that I made from my mother and father's lamp. That was actually one lamp that I divided in half, and I made it into candle holders. I think I did that last year. I did some videos on it, and I put a plate up there and some candles. Next, I'm going to be adding in a burgundy velvet shawl, and it's kind of hanging there like it just doesn't care. And you can see I fixed the edge right there because I didn't like that straight edge. It looked too calculated, and it needs to look more organic and kind of like it just happened to be there. Again, that still life that always influences me. I'm adding in some beautiful burgundy flowers here and some leaves, again, which are kissed by burgundy. And this is actually a candle holder that I made that's going to go on top of those candle lamp things that I made. And here you can see a Dollar Tree pumpkin. I painted it burgundy and I cut a hole in it so it can hold a candle in it. And right here you see I have it up on top of those candle holders. I did the bottom part first, and then I put the pumpkin, and then I put in my candle. I also painted this dish silver and black as well, and I started to add in some leaves again, and I tried to use more burgundies. I have a hint of deeper orange in the leaves. Here's my trick again, because I'm going to put pumpkins in there using a toothpick to hold the two of them together, because you know they like to roll all over the place and not necessarily stay the way you want them. So a toothpick in each one of them will make them stay exactly the way you want them to. And there they are in that dish right there, the burgundy and the white cream pumpkin with some leaves. I was going to use this burgundy tray as well to add in some kind of a rustic flair, and I moved it all over the place, and I thought possibly this was going to be the best angle for it. So, I left it there for a little while because I was really unsure of it, and I did start arranging some pumpkins like spilling out of it, but something about it just wasn't working right for me. And it wasn't the color, it's just that it wasn't working. So I went looking around again, and I used that tray that I was going to use on my Tuscan table in the dining room. A friend of ours gave us this tray, and there are the grapes. And I just thought it had a better profile for the table. So what I did was I used it as a tray for pumpkins and leaves and flowers. And again, I used the burgundy, and I used the green and the cream, and then the burgundy leaves with the flowers and just a touch of the orange. Then here I have a mercury glass bowl, and I just simply put, in some burgundy flowers. Now I switched over to another piece of furniture in the foyer, and it's a little like china closet, and here we have this trough-like vessel here, and I'm going to use this as a base for a bunch of burgundy leaves with a touch of yellow here, because we're entering into the dining room on this side of the foyer. And if you saw that video, there's a lot of sunflowers and yellow in there. And I like to transition from room to room without it being so abrupt to the senses. So here you see I finished that piece. I added in the leaves, the flowers, and of course some beautiful pine cones to give that welcoming fall kind of a look. Take a look at those colors. That is just so appealing to my eyes. It's just, I don't know, it says fall, it says warm, it says cozy, and I just love it. And here we are taking a different view on it from this angle, and I'm going to take another angle. You see it opens up into the dining room right there, so I needed that little touch of yellow. Down here I used 3 burgundy vases from the Christmas tree shop, and I just put in a couple of flowers and a couple of leaves. Now up on top of those closets, you know that's always a challenge for me, because I got to get up on that ladder, and I hate going up on that ladder. That's about 10 feet up there on the top of those closets, but I have to address it. So I found these 2 containers right here. I put in some garland as my base. They're similar, they're not the same, but they are similar to one another. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use them to house some pumpkins and leaves. So I'm showing you here that I put in some floral wire into the pumpkins so I can wire them to that garland. And here is the finished product of the burgundy and the green pumpkins with the pine cones and the leaves. I'm going to use this plate. I think almost all of us have this plate. I think it's from Dollar General. And I'm going to use that up there. And I'm just adding, even up there, details, leaves, and a pine cone. And I'm showing you, I kind of like tilted it towards the front so that you can see it from way down below. These are 2 pieces of ironwork that are on each side of this door. I had painted them brown a long time ago. They've been there and I really like them. We really love them. But I thought to bring that burgundy in, I hung burgundy shutters that I had painted and then hand painted those leaves on a few years back. I've been using them in the family room, but since I'm doing a study in burgundy in the foyer, I thought they were just perfect. And those iron frames were just a perfect frame for them. How lucky was I that they fit right in there. And here we are taking a look at the foyer, and there you go. I hope you enjoyed it, and let's finish the rest with music. Thank you everyone for stopping by, and I'll be seeing you really soon with my next episode. Take care. Have a good one, everyone. Bye-bye.